Do you like the snow?
No.
Why not? Can you say snow?
Alright, I just got home. I mean, my logbook hasn't even went into automatic on duty time. It is 5 o'clock sharp. I saw this coming in. I'm sure the wind did it, but I wanted to be sure nothing's come up on the trail cam as far as people trespassing. So, took a picture for my mom. I know. Yeah, you missed me. Yeah, you want attention. Since Judas ain't here, you don't get as much attention. It's one thing about Judas, even though he was a douchebag, he did like and take care of Libby. Hey, punk. In fact, we had to move Libby to the Kaplinger property the last month to keep David Ray from stealing her because we was worried that he might try to steal her. But Bill wouldn't have wanted her over there. He's already got his own cats. But anyways, so I just got home. I got a new neighbor. I haven't met him yet. You can see all the pallet boxes. Well, at least those from the street pretty good. You can see the other ones too, but come spring, you won't see them so much anymore. Pivot. This is Mr. Pibbs. Mr. Pibbs. Oh yeah, moving the road walkway back over here where it originally was. I have to get the mower up here and mow it. Cleaning all this crap up. Judas left a mess for me to clean up. So we're gonna feed the animals real quick before it gets dark. Let the goats out for maybe an hour. Something's been in here digging. That's not good. Wonder. There's probably Pivot pooping in there. Damn cat. Damn cat. Looks like the feeder's still working. Alright. What, you hungry or something? I'll give you guys a half. A scoop. I'll give you a full scoop tomorrow. Yeah, it's one thing that people complain about with cats is they tend to want to poop in your garden. And that is true. That is a problem. So, oh, I thought that was poop. Well, I'm not sure what was digging in there. I guess it wasn't Pivot. Anyway. Come on, Pibbs. Come on. His whiskers haven't quite grown back yet. Sophie's kids burnt his whiskers off. Not cool. See, here's some other things that were left in the bush. These steel pipes that I gotta get up out of the weeds. Don't want to run those over with a lawnmower. I'm always finding stuff that David Ray left in the weeds and stuff, but I guess in a way that's a good thing, because whatever he lost or left in the weeds and the bush and stuff, he didn't steal because he couldn't find it. He did steal a lot of things when he left. But yeah, you can't steal what you can't find, right? So I gotta empty that out. And then I gotta load up the lawnmower and go over to Cindy's and mow her lawn. Mimi. Hang on, Mimi. I gotta go take care of responsibilities. Then I can give you some attention. She's doing a lot better. She grew, all of her hair grew back on the inside of her legs. It was raw for a long time. I don't understand, because once David Ray left, she healed up. So it's like, makes me wonder if he was actually doing something to her. Because now she's fine now that he's gone. But the last couple of years, it was like that. It's like, was he doing something to my cat to punish me? Because he does things like that. There's Fluffy. I'm glad Fluffy's still alive. I had to take her to the vet last week. How you doing, Fluffy? Can you breathe? Are you breathing better? Let's inspect Fluffy. How you feeling? You look better. She's doing good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing better, Fluffy. Fluff, fluff. Okay, cool. I was worried about her. Her and Mimi are two of the best moms around here. You know, if some of the other cats don't take care of their babies, these two definitely will. Mimi's the queen bee. They have to respect her. What's that fluff on your tail for? His tail's all poofed out like something's wrong. Alert, alert! That's the new black cat. I call him Little Black Cat because we got another black cat over in Kaplinger. This is Candy. She's a good mom too. Yep. Candy, Mimi, and Fluffy. They're probably the best moms, although Shiner, she's not too bad of a mom either. She's a good mom too. But I don't see her taking care of other cats. And this one here, she's a good nursemaid. She helps Mimi take care of her babies. Yeah, she was really instrumental this year in helping Mimi take care of her babies. But Mimi's getting old. She's like 10 years old now almost. If not older, I don't know. She's only been here for 7 years, and she was a barn cat before in a friend's barn before that. Callie, I think she's a good mom. Something's not right with her. I gotta check her out. Callie, are you okay? You look okay, but something's off. Let me check her. She's not letting me get too close. That board's down again. I'm gonna have to put a trail cam back here and find out why. And that is unlocked. Oh, maybe my mom came down to feed the cats. I'll have to ask her. Because this should be latched. And it looks like somebody undid it and didn't put it back on right. Alright, I'm going to stop this and re-record here in a second. I'm going to turn the light on. So yeah, anyways, here's the deal. Somebody took this off and didn't put it back on proper. Someone or something, I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to put you up there. I'm going to feed the cats some food. This doesn't look right either. I might have to inspect that as well. Looks like it's broke. Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be that way. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think I need a trail cam back there. I think someone's coming on the property. I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to ask my mom if she's been back here. Because she came during the week. Or during the weekend. I guess I'll give her 4 scoops. I normally give them 3 or 4 scoops. Because I'm only home a couple days a week. Last week, they got spoiled because I was home for 4 days. Now I do have another trail cam that I can put up. I just need to order the solar panel. I just got to order the solar panel and the security box to keep it from getting stolen. Where I'm gonna mount it, I'm not sure yet. But I haven't noticed any other weird activities except for right around here. Oh, and in the goat yard. I'm gonna go check the goat yard now. This is glass. It's not good. The goats are belly aching. I think they know I'm here. Now, I'm pretty good at paying attention to detail. So I notice when things have been disturbed or moved or changed. Now, I did find out that Judas isn't even allowed to drive his own van anymore. So it's not likely that he's coming over here and doing it. Because Sherry won't even let him drive it. Which is probably a good thing because he don't have a driver's license. And he owes her money. Because she pretty much paid for probably all or most of the van Just like I paid for the pickup truck he was driving. And then when it finally broke down, I mean, he did routine maintenance, but he only did the bare minimum. And then when it finally broke down, he wanted me to allow him to take it to the scrapyard so he can get the money out of it. It's like, well, where's my $650 plus the insurance money and stuff that I put into it? You know, you take advantage of me and screw me over, talk shit on me, and try to ostracize me from the community, and then you want me to sign or not sign, but you want me to turn the money over to you after your truck that I bought you broke down. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff, huh? You gotta eat it out of my hands if you're gonna get some, Paul. There you go. Good boy. All right, I'm gonna feed them and let them out for the afternoon, evening. I got to pet Paul, sorta. I know. You want more. All right, here we go. I opened the gate and all the goats except Paul ran out. And Paul's like, hey, where are you going? They ran off and just took off. They didn't even realize I have food back there. I mean, they did, but they didn't. And then they came back, but it gave me time to get their food ready. Hello, Missy. Oh, she's missing her collar now. All right, let's go find her collar. Go get it, Paul. Go get it. Yeah. Tomorrow, I gotta go test their poop before I rotate them back to this yard. But there's her collar. She's pretty easy. I'll be able to get her collar on her pretty easy. So there's still plenty of hay on this one, so that's good. They haven't hardly eaten on it. I need to make this a little smaller, but it's pretty close to where I want it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I might do 7 or 8 square overlaps. I don't know, we'll see. I need to trim that tree too. I'm probably not going to get the property next door. The bank wants 35% down, and he wants $80,000. I don't have it. So I got about $2,000 saved up, and that's it. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and do the fencing for this property. I'll still save up some money, see if I can get it. I offered the guy 75. He was interested in 75. He'll take 75. But I think Sophie offered 60 or 65, and he said that was too low. So I offered 75, and he was willing to go for it. So I just got to come up with 35% down. But by the time I have 35% down, if he ain't sold it yet, I'm going to see if he'll take 70. So I'm going to put this collar on her and head back up front. Let these guys roam for 2 days. Well, maybe I can put this up here without it getting knocked down. Probably not. Okay. It's funny, the goats are trying to figure out how to get in this yard. I just let you out of your yard and you're trying to get in this one. They're like, how do we get in there? They know that's where the food is. They could probably smell it. Can you smell it? Too bad, you can't have none. They're funny. And watch, I'll walk towards them and they'll run back to their yard. At least they know where home is. This gives me an opportunity to go back up front without them following me. But they'll probably follow me anyways. They'll probably smell me, be like, oh, he went up front. But anyways, I'll let them run around and do whatever they want for 3 days, 2 days. As long as they don't try to break into my greenhouse again. So yeah, I gotta order the solar panel and the security box for the make sure my camper hasn't been broken into. The security box for the trail cam, and then figure out where I'm gonna put it. I might just put it on this side. I haven't decided. I'm gonna put it on this side and watch this direction. Put it on the other side and watch the other direction. Or get two and watch both directions. Or I can probably put one on that little coop outside and use it to see inside the yard. I might do that. Yeah. It'll be low where people can see it, but they won't be able to steal it because it'll have a security box. So yeah. Nice thing is, shit, you scared me. Okay, don't look like we've had any coon activity. So it's not coons. This hasn't flattened out enough yet. I need to slide these two pieces together. I need somebody to come on here and stand on this. Hey, be nice. I guess I'll go ahead and give them some food. What, are you guys starving or something? Oh yeah, I'll use the little one. There you go. I don't want to attract coons and possums. I normally just feed them in the morning. But I got this little scooper. I can feed them tonight with. I mean, I already fed them in the chicken coop. But that's alright. They're obviously hungry. So there we go. Cats are done. Goats are done. I don't have any chickens anymore. But I did come up with a potential solution where I could probably do chickens on my own too without any help. So I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I might have come up with an idea for this too. Maybe not. Yeah, I need a second person to help me with this one. I mean, I guess I don't really need to have them walking together, but I'd like to have them walking together. Put a bunch of heavy stuff right here, holding the two level. I might be able to do it all by myself. Move this filing cabinet. That's heavy enough. Got a whole bunch of crap in it that I gotta relocate. To be honest, I don't probably need 30 acres. The only reason why I think I need 30 acres for the goats. So there we go. I'll go get my rubber mallet and see if I can pound these together all by myself without any help. All right. Once I get this cat house cleaned up, I'm gonna cage in the front area, and that's gonna be for the newcomer cats. I'll have to have litter boxes up there and watering troughs. The goats are over there. I'm hiding from them. They want in the chicken yard because that's where the food is. But they can't figure out how to get in there, which is good. I don't want them in there. They need to go eat their weeds. Meh! As long as I only do it once, they might not be able to locate me. You do it twice and they can triangulate your voice. They may not be that smart, but definitely if I did it 3 times, they'd figure it out. if they haven't already figured it out. That Ramsey, she's pretty smart. Of course, I got my flashlight on my phone, so that doesn't help. Helps them more than it helps me. I can't turn it off either, unless I stop the camera. Oh yeah, there she is. I think she's seen me. We'll see her in a minute. If they come over here, then they figured me out. What? Punk. Alright, I'm gonna make a run for it. I gotta go do paperwork and stuff. It's only probably 6 o'clock now. Sun's going down, it's starting to get a little chilly. Oh, I gotta unload that trailer. Let me see if the lawnmower will fire up. Get out of my way. Get out of the way. Of course, that'll alert the goats to my location, but it's not gonna hurt anything. Once the sun goes down, they're gonna run back to their yard anyways. I gotta check when I'm supposed to rotate them. I think it was Friday, so I think I'm supposed to rotate them already. Yeah. So I might go ahead and do that. Let me see if the key's up here. It might be in my camper. There it is. All right, let me squeeze in here. Fire this bad boy up. Hasn't been started in a minute. Okay. So this tire's flat, but that's okay. I'm gonna put some foam in there. I found out which foam you want to put in these tires. I tried the wrong ones and it didn't work, obviously. I got a YouTube that I found, and the guy tested out like 3 or 4 different types. And I haven't tried any other variations, let alone the one he used. But he said he used brand name Good Stuff or something like that. And he used, he used like 4 or 5 different brands or something like that. I can't remember how many he tested. But the Good Stuff Big Gap Filler is the one that worked the best. So I got some. Took me a while to find that brand, but I got some, and I'm gonna use it on this. So I got a small can for the front tire, and I got a big can for the back tires. However, this one only has one tire that's flat, and my mom's only had one that was flat as well. Come on, let's go in this yard tonight. This one. I know you guys like this yard better anyways. I'm a little late rotating you, but that's okay. It's only a couple days. So if I don't get the property next door, I'm saving money anyways. I'll be able to hire the guy to come and do the fence work that I want him to do. The fence work David Ray was supposed to do never did, even though I paid him to do it, because he's a worthless eater. Come on. Your favorite yard? Yeah, come on. Although that will be your favorite yard once I get done with that goat house. They almost don't want to come in here. What's the problem? This is the better yard. They're like, I don't know, we're used to this yard. She just pooped. I should be collecting poop. But I'm going to do that in the morning. So I got the salt block in here for them. And it's got their better house that they like. Yeah, this is your favorite yard, right? So I'm going to come back here with the hay fork. And fork the rest of this stuff in here. As well as the excess over there. What? Get out of my way. Crazy goats. As well as the excess of that, so I can shrink that fence because it's too big. You're not allowed on top of the goat house. But this next one's gonna have a loft in it, so they'll be able to climb up inside and get on the loft. So this one is basically square. The other one's gonna be rectangular. It's gonna come out another pallet length out this far. I'm gonna have a ramp. I'm gonna use another pallet as a ramp. I'll probably put a board on it, so they don't get their legs caught inside the pallet and then put some slats on it so that they can use it, for leverage, and then they can climb up and they can come up here to the loft, and then then I'll build a second, and the loft will be the second story, and bada boom, it'll basically look like this, except it'll be a 2-story goat house. And they will be so happy. This goat house is like luxury compared to the other one, but when I get that new one, it'll be the new luxury. The other nice thing about the other goat house will be I'll be able to just walk in and stand up and walk in. I won't have to crouch down. This one's only like 48 inches tall. 12, 24 to 648. So it's only 4 foot tall. Or this one will be 8 foot tall. So that'll be extra nice. Extra nice. I'll worry about that tomorrow. Dead goat bones. That's what I do with the dead goats. When Austin moved in, there was a pile of goat bones somewhere on his property. I guess David Ray threw the dead goats over the fence onto the neighbor's property. Austin asked me about it, and I was like, I don't know. So then David Ray walked up, and we asked him about it, and he acted like he didn't know either. So at the time, I believed him and assumed it had to have been Jeff behind us. But then when I started putting 2 and 2 together, I realized it probably wasn't Jeff. It was David Ray. Because we had a lot of goats die one year, 2019, I think it was. 2019 and 2020. This is about the time I took over the goats because David Ray's goats were dying, and he said it was that they were too inbred and that we needed to get more goats. So I went out and got more goats. But then he couldn't use the fact that they were inbred for the reason why they were dying still. And so then he was saying, well, I had too many goats. Well, we only had like 14, 15. I can't remember exactly. Maybe it was 17 goats. We got 15 acres here, and we only had 17 Nigerian dwarfs. Plenty of land for 17 Nigerian dwarfs. And they were still dying, We had babies die too, but in the winter, that's somewhat normal because David wouldn't build them a better house. I ended up having to build this one. He would just take a tote, a regular tote, cut a door in it and say, okay, this will work. Well, all the goats would cram into that one little tote to try to stay warm. Well, they were squishing their babies and killing them. So that's why I built a bigger goat house. But anyways, yeah, he was just taking the dead goats and throwing them over the fence. Of course, he's brute, you know, he's super strong, you know. So I guess he could do that where I would struggle to do that. I mean, I'm not a weakling, but I'm not as strong as he is. And yeah, I don't know how many goat bones there were. But by the time I realized that it was probably David Ray, and I asked the neighbor to see the bones, he's like, well, I already disposed of them. So I was like, crap, I should have asked to see him before, but I didn't think about it. Now, Glenn never said anything to us about it. I don't know why Glenn didn't do it, but Glenn is the previous owner before Austin. So, but yeah, he's like, well, I don't know what kind of arrangement you had with Glenn, but I'm not going to stand for that on my property. I'm like, yeah, no, I understand. I wouldn't want the neighbors throwing their dead animals onto my property either. You know, I mean, I guess I wouldn't care if I had 100 acres and I didn't use them, because animals die all the time, you know, in the bush. But yeah, and I know I found dead goat bones or goat bones in the creek. I know he's thrown goats in the creek before. In fact, Garrett was collecting some of the goat bones. And I guess I don't really have a problem with, you know, not burning them. I just burn them because it gets rid of all the diseases or whatever if they had any diseases. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. What? You want attention? You want attention? Yeah. I got to see my dad's cat today. I delivered in Kansas City and then stopped to visit my dad for a couple hours. Then stopped in Harrisonville on the way home. Did some shopping at Aldi. Spent way too much money. Spent $200. And then, but you know, prices are going up, and I'm kind of a prepper, so I just, you know, I buy a bag of perishables and 5 bags of non-perishables, and some gummy vitamins too. So that was probably the most expensive because they're $10 a pop. That's $40. I bought $40 worth, $30 or $40 worth. I got the multivitamin, the B12, the vitamin C, and the vitamin D. So yeah, that's $40 right there. So yeah, and then my energy drinks, those went up. Although I'm trying to cut back on the energy drinks and sticking to the energy herbs and the vitamins, because I recently found out that energy drinks kind of shut down your adrenal gland. And your adrenal gland is what helps store and produce energy. So if you're too reliant on these things to give you energy, then it's kind of like shutting down the pancreas. If the high fructose corn syrup and other artificial sweeteners or super sweet sweeteners shut down the pancreas, and then the pancreas won't create insulin anymore. Well, certain stuff in these energy drinks and coffee shuts down the adrenal gland, and then the adrenal gland doesn't work right. So I'm backing off on that. But I'm a truck driver. I need all the energy I can get. So now I'm focusing on what can I do naturally to help the adrenal gland produce the energy that I'm looking for. And I also found out that, I already kind of knew this, but I also found out that alkaline water is not good for you. Again, I already knew that, but I just got reinforced that. As well as adding baking soda to your water is not good for you. They say that if you really want to ruin your health, add baking soda to your water. So Judas has been adding baking soda to his water for probably a decade now, which explains why he's probably not as healthy as he claims he is. But I didn't know either, you know. He don't know, I don't know. I'm not telling him. He can kiss my butt. I told Cindy. Cindy will probably tell him. So, all right. I'm going to drive this lawnmower up front. And then I'll probably go to Kaplinger and get the gap filler. Oh, and I got to unload the trailer so I can take this lawnmower to Cindy's and mow for Cindy. That's what I got to do. What? Are you going to jump on me? He says, I'm thinking about it. I want to, but you won't let me. Okay, bye. Well, it's still alive so far, but it looks like it's browning, so it might be dying. It's bleeding sap, but maybe it'll heal itself. Maybe it'll heal itself. Hopefully. I had an idea for this, and I can't remember what it was now. Oh well. I'm going to try and start working on this week. This is the blackberry patch. I want to be able to drive the lawnmower in between the two patches. However, there are some sprouts in here. This is one of them. So when the ground is moist, I'm going to dig up the sprouts and transplant them in row before I mow. But yeah, I'm going to get the pallet boxes in here. What I'll probably end up doing is go ahead and build the pallet box, not box, but it'll be a long pallet box. And I'll need T-posts to hold it up. But basically, yeah, I'm gonna get. I'll probably put cattle panels at the end so I can walk in here and prune all the stuff I don't want to be growing in here. But yeah, basically like this rose bush and that what the heck is that thing called? Honey locust. Don't want that growing in here either. But anyway, so I'm gonna work on pallet box or pallet fencing this. What I was gonna do was put field fence around it, but what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is put not cattle panels. Well, maybe that too, but meanwhile, just build a pallet fence around them, and maybe reinforce it with the cattle panels in the future. And if I do that, then I might have to measure this and make sure it's 16 inches or 16 feet sections long. So however long this is, make sure I can use full 16-foot cattle panels. So basically probably 3 of them. And then I'll put gates at each end so I can walk in there. And then I'll mow in between. I might just do that. I was going to go spend some big money on these things made out of pipe from the oil field. But then I thought, why do that? Why do that? So, yeah. I don't know. This thing here is going to be 20 foot long. So really, 16 feet is too short. This thing's already too long anyways. I got to shorten it. But I want to put a greenhouse right behind this. So I only want this to be 20 foot wide because that's how wide the greenhouse is going to be. Here's another blackberry. So, and here's another one. But they're growing where I'm planning on mowing and walking. So, I need to move them over. So yeah, I got to do my measurements again, but I had it figured out at one time. I think it's the edge of this board or that, or right here between these two pallets, or right here between these two pallets is where I wanted it to be. Basically, what I figured out is have like so many feet from the greenhouse to a road, because I want to be able to drive between them, and then so many feet between the road and the greenhouse. So yeah, so basically this is going to be a road right here, and then I need so many feet on the north side of the next greenhouse to do whatever I want to do. So I have to get my tape measure out and measure again, because this next greenhouse, the original plan anyways, was to put a chicken coop on the north side of the greenhouse. And so I think we needed 4 feet to stick out from the greenhouse. It's lit up pretty good in here. Let me turn my spotlight off if I can. Sometimes this thing doesn't want to turn off, like right now. Oh, there it goes. All right, I'm gonna shut this off and shut the flashlight off and record again. Now I don't know if you can see anything. I know you can see the lights, but I don't know if you can see anything in here. I can, but you may not be able to. The last time I did this, I wasn't able to see anything. I can see where I'm going pretty good. So this lighting is probably perfect for in here. It's not too bright, but it's enough to see what you're doing when you're walking around in here. So, not bad. All this paper. Hang on, let me turn this back on. Oh, well, you can kind of see it now. All the bulk paper, I decided I'm going to take it out of here a person was detected. That was probably me. Um, all the big pieces of paper I'm going to take out of here once I get the pallet fence around the blackberries. And I'm going to put the bulk of the paper and stuff in there. I was going to put it underneath all of the mulch and stuff, but then I changed my mind. I'm just going to put it all in the big stuff. I'm going to put it all in the blackberries because it needs to be raised up a little bit, the ground, so the blackberries will taste better. So yeah, all this big stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and take over there and put it in the blackberries, and basically build up the soil out there. What are you growling about? Yeah. It looks like something has been eating mice. It looks like some mice have been eating my poison that I left out for them. There's mouse poop in it, so that's good. What it is a blend of baking soda and corn powder stuff. And mice can't burp, so basically, they basically just die. And then if the cats eat them, it won't hurt them. So, yeah, perfect. I just need to make more of those. And I found out it may not be good to put the baking soda in the cat food. So, and whatnot. Because if it's not good for humans, it's probably not good for animals. So, I'm still waiting for my question to be answered, but pretty sure that's the answer to my question. So, yeah. So, yeah, once I get all this big paper out of here, then I'll start bringing the mulch in and start getting ready for my my tomatoes. The problem with that is I'll have to build a pallet fence around the greenhouse so the goats don't try to get in here because they are already trying to get in here. So, or I'll have to put up a regular fence, one of the two. I don't want the goats to, break through this plastic. The Nigerians never tried, but these Nubians are a little bit more aggressive, especially Miss Ramsey. So I do not want them in here. But once I get fencing done around the property, I'll work on goat yards, and then they'll have more goat yards, and they'll want to be in here less. Like I said, if I got tomatoes growing in here, they're going to try to break in. So, can't be having that. But I could maybe do something like this around the base, like Judas put this pallet fence around this. And I could probably do something similar around the base of the greenhouse. And maybe just put 2 T-posts where I can slide the pallet on and off. And in that way, I can move the pallet so I can roll the plastic up, and then move the pallet again so I can roll the plastic down in the fall. So just an idea. Just an idea. Ow, ow. 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 Ow! Motherfuck. I don't remember how many years this has been laying here. But I need to get it up. And probably down to the scrap metal section at least. Till I figure out what I'm going to do with it. I could probably take it over to Kaplinger and use it. Not sure yet. Yeah, both of them are right here. So, that'll be my reminder tomorrow. Right now, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this wood that I brought over from Kaplinger. I figure I'll probably just put it back here. Because I'll probably end up using a lot of it for firewood. So I'm going to make a firewood, more than one firewood section back here. But I'm going to do it past where the greenhouse is supposed to be. So it's supposed to go another 40 feet at least. So I don't know where 20 feet is, but it's about here. So another 20 feet will be about around in here somewhere. I have to get my wheel. But yeah, back in here is where it's going to stop. But, you know, it goes this way. So I can put the firewood over in here. Figure it out. This was a doghouse. Could still be one. I gotta mow along here too. The brambles are getting thick again. But anyways, yep. So I'll be doing some mowing this week. Some mowing. And all this paper that Judas put over here, I could probably put it in a blackberry patch too. But yeah, like this right here, you know, that's definitely burn material. Shoot, I could probably put a lot of this in the blackberry patch, let it break down and go back to the earth. I might do that even. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, I guess I don't really need my gloves. I'll just turn my spotlight on and get started. Oh, here's some metal. I'm gonna take that to the scrap metal section. But yeah, I guess I'll just do this tomorrow. I gotta do paperwork for my job and whatnot. So, do all that, go to bed, and start fresh in the morning. That's what I'll probably do. Fresh in the morning. I got compost right there. I could put that in the greenhouse as well. So, I got a lot of cleaning up to do around here. So, yeah. Got lots to do. I'm also going to get the heel off this trailer. It's corn oil. So I can use that for nutrients for the for the land. Put it in these blue buckets, and as it rains, it'll let off the nutrients, and then feed the land. Oh, I still gotta pick this stuff up. Looks like I'm doing that tonight as well. All right, good night.